roaring of a deep stream will burst by its undercurrent. In moonlight gestures we plummet to the shores to drink our fill, or sleep while waves flow through the regions of the mysterious. We persist in returning to its waters by eagerness. We enter the affluence of its source of pleasure. A drifting twilight sky blows the puddles to dehydration, smacking the rivers into waves that conceals itself on stays. All day my persistent thoughts have been lifeless and obsolete, unborn and muddled in my agitated skulled cranium. I write abundant lines with copious circles overscored. Waves like graveyards full of coffins waiting burial appear. I tore them in jagged bits. With a nosebleed I wondered where the waves were a space for air. Leaning by a dim, discouraged movement of wave eruption, we turned to disappear as we were removed by the upsurge. With a seething, fuming rumble abrupt, yet sharply enraged, we twisted to meet the irritated gaze of strange, rash eyes, alternating through the cruel haze slightly bent and disarranged. In vain we poked and shoved, plodding through the watered-down mire. Its waterlogged talk became the element of jeopardy. Hacking like a cutlass blade while the noise in the air broadened. Running like a steady stream under threatening waves. Lapping the air like the tide where the wave lifts its wide menace. The black and ominous sea links possibilities of death, walking through thoughts of stinging opiate that once dulled my brain. As we enter the powdered sand of the dark, menacing floor, standing muddy and dripping with no indication of life. Waves adrift upon the air powerfully emasculate. The powdered salt formulates me profoundly effeminate. Cold from the flighty medicined sand, where faint woozy streams splashed, where points and edges shot the gleam of waves with bristling teeth. My head grows dizzy as I hear battle cries from somewhere, the clash of arms and echoless thuds of a dead man falling. Sand has veiled our shouts and dying groans with the drip of blood, licking like the serpent's tongue where every blade can be molded, cutting, slashing, cleaving, piercing, thrusting, gashing, or slicing. With no steeled weapon defense against the waved murderers here, we took a hiss out of our bodies with bladed, charming grace, engulfed by the unkind waves by its lifeless, whimsical jest, inherited from an ancestry stretching back and far. I saw an old man standing on a wave that stared and gestured. An ancient mumbling from my childhood was evident. The waves halted and I thanked him for his courteous action. Yet he disappeared as we hurriedly sped to the shoreline. We stumbled out in the morning gush to meet the rising sun. Seeing vision of the past, another day was just beginning. Perhaps lovers of the future as another day begins.